LAG. And I would say for a lot of people checking in, they're probably saying, wait, is Guerrillas pulling off something crazy? We've seen Florida do something wild. We've seen London pull off something crazy. Not so much the case when it comes down to this series, Jay. It has been pretty well controlled all the way through. And I think it's fair to say you and I both feel like this will be the final nail in the coffin. This should be where New York gets it done.
Yeah, Subliners trying to do the same exact thing they did during the Stage 5 qualifiers, and that's beat this team 3-0 on the same exact maps. They did it on the first two, but now we go into the Expo control. Well, both teams have a 1-1 record. But the difference is, at least for the Subliners, they're able to take a couple attacking rounds. They were able to take two last time these two squads played. And then the opposite side for the Guerrillas is just a struggle overall in control in the slaying. They are 11th, and overall team KD around a 0.8, so you have to be able to outslay Subliners if you want to stand a chance of staying alive.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's, we've casted LAG so much throughout the season when it comes down to controls. Exceed finds a lovely double, but I mean, it feels like we've just continued to say the same thing. Slaying has not been there, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like when these teams did play in Major 5 on this map, in a Game 3, it was the ARs who struggled massively. I think Alec only ended up with like 5 kills the entire game.
Oh yeah, Arseny's had like 5 kills and Assault had 4 kills. They both ended with like a 0.3 and a 0.2, so that's not the way you want to come out and play. You just don't want to allow Subliners to get any segments over towards this A point. You know how easy it is to catch a B. Where you can set up around that A point for 2 minutes. It's not a difficult hold to set up. As the LAG, that decision has now been made for them. They're going to give up that B point. Subliners going to be able to extend that time, all tied in the lives remaining.
And Hydra trying to help lead the charge. He eventually does fall, so the first really scouting opportunity that you have if you're the Subliners ends up getting dropped. So with that, LAG, very slim margin, but currently up when it comes down to kills, 22-20, as that will begin to fall. And thankfully, if you're an LAG fan, it is currently falling in your direction, despite Arseny's, who is yet to get on the board. That is about to change. I would like to imagine currently it is New York in that spawn trap. And really, you'll take this if you're LAG. Just as long as you can keep them back here, the better. But they're breaking out left and right. That's a quick 4 down. NYSL fly right into A.
Yeah, that's 4 dead. Subliners know they just need 1 segment. The team kill comes in from Exceed. And now it sets up Kismet and Priesta to go for that flank. That's another 3 dead. Make it all 4. The Guerrillas are coming off spawn. Kismet, the Bulldog, is just roaming. That's already 2 segments in. The stack is going to be here. And the Subliners take the first attack.
Oh my word, that just exploded instantly. Priesta comes through with some free kills. It's Kismet as well. And Hydra, goodness sake, man.
And that's where it comes back to, like, when the Guerrillas were finding all those kills, they were super aggressive towards Globe. You had a player who was blocking the back left spawns, but when you're that aggressive on the map and none of the gunfights go your way, you're going to spawn all the way in the opposite side. Subliners are able to get a clean 4 dead out of their base. Once you do that, you stack the point, the player times that flank beautifully, which was Kismet, and then you just play for that next set of kills, and the round is yours. Subliners set that one up perfect, and now the Guerrillas have to respond.
Starting to see a few smirks on the faces of New York. They know that round was huge for them to take. Another attacking round as Arseny's finally able to get on the board after a killless round number 1. And right in the opening attack here for LAG. A decent little start there for New York, but you can tell Alec finds those few kills. The rest of the team begins to build upon it. They've got some presence over at A at the same time, so that time is without a doubt paused. And right now it is Assault. Mr. Garcia styling in these long-range gunfights.
Oh, those are some big shots, some big beams coming in off the world champion Assault. And now that B capture's already gone. They already have 1 segment over towards A. Assault not slowing down. Him and Arseny's combined for another 2. And they might be able to respond with a quicker round than the Subliners. Guerrillas make that one look easy. Take their attack of their own and now tie it up at 1.
Oh, it's about time. LAG, they've shown up and they're awake now. It just took a few maps for them to get to that point, Jay. But how about Assault? Goodness sake, as we said, he and Arseny's really struggled when it came down to their prior Expo control versus New York. Arseny starts to get on the board. You see Assault going on a spree. Excellent job from him as he'll be rocking into round number 3 with a 5 kill streak. So 1 away from the cruise, and it feels like the positives continue to build here for LAG. It's a 5 streak for Assault and also a 5 for Arseny's too.
You gotta be feeling good. You gotta be able to earn these cruise misses. So if you are Assault, if you are Arseny's, take your time just to play for 1 kill. that can change the way that this game is going to be played. The Subliners are just going to do the easy work, go over towards B. They only left one player on the point, and Hydra goes for the flank. And now it's only on RCDs. Can he find the kill? Because this cruise missile is so crucial. Skies knows the positioning, and he shuts him down. No cruises to work with, and now the Subliners are scattered all over the map.
Yeah, I mean, it felt like in that moment, Jay, if you're LAG, they're like, okay, we're going to play for the streaks. We're going to allow for them to have some early moments at B. Both do not go their direction, right? They don't get the time. They don't get the streaks. And now New York are able to pivot into A. That zone's about to be captured right as Arcades drops. Another minute added onto the clock. And New York, once more, are on the prowl. They're already here at B. The strategy, the call to kick off round 3 is stared them right back in the face. Assault thankfully comes away with 2. Arcades puts another to bed after what was a terrible way to kick off this round.
But the Subliners now only need one segment. You need one wave of kills and at least a stack to close out this round. Capturing A is very, very difficult. When you're able to do that and leave B by itself towards one segment,
what?
All you need is one push, and Hydra starts it off with 2 through secret. Now the Subliners have the numbers. They just have to be able to get on the point.
That's the objective at the end of the day. Just get on the point. Live starting to become a bit of a factor. 14 versus 18 now. So for LSG, you're going to be careful with that. Kismet not able to find Arcades as he continues to rock with that fast play style. He's had that Vazdev in hand throughout a majority of these last few rounds. So with that in mind, Hydra able to put away 2. Some nice tags into Alec as he and Assault look to hold things down, but that's going to be the first wave cleared. New York now with quite a bit of map positioning inside of the stage.
Now there's only 2 players from LAG who can potentially contest this. Joe DeCeves finds the timing through the top hallway. Just being a nuisance behind enemy lines. But now it's time for you to strike because Subliners win a couple gunfights in the back of your base. They're able to stop the clock. Assault takes down Hydra, but now where is Skies because he's still behind you.
Final minute, Exceed. The stagehand quite literally doing the dirty work. Trying to cut away New York the best way that he can. And right now, LAG starting to slay out. The lives remaining now starting to favor them that much more. They send Joe DeCeves forward. A big kill on Hydra coming up, and he's guaranteed it. Excellent job from the rookie as LAG starting to have that pendulum start to favor them a little bit more. It continues to swing in their direction as we've got maybe one last good push out of NYSL now.
Now finally the Guerrillas put a lot of pressure up towards Globe. You spawn the Subliners all the way across the map, but you lose those initial 2 gunfights. So what else can Exceed get done from this position? Subliners are able to stop the clock. Only 1 player on the point. They're more focused on these kills. Kismet off spawn takes down RCD. Exceed flies from the top, but he gets gunned by Hydra, and they might have just called game.
Oh my God, it's 2v3. They've got to get to the point. Hydra's here. Can they get there in time? Arcades is going to have to go for the Dolphin dive. Oh, arrives, but a little late. NYSL call a press conference, and LAG do not turn up in time. And with that, NYSL 1 round away from calling series.
And I feel like every single time the Guerrillas were fighting for that map control, they got it clean 3 to 4 dead. But when the Subliners are coming off spawn, since they weren't super aggressive up towards Globe, Hydra was always the entry guy to find at least the 2-piece to make those engagements start to happen. And once he wins that one-on-one versus Exceed in those final moments, it turns onto a one-on-one between Hydra and Arcades. And with that Vazdev in hand, we're going to definitely take Hydra in that situation as the Subliners put themselves at point game. Guerrillas back on the attack, just going to try to extend this clock, go over towards B.
Oh, Hydra, my goodness. Trying to make a play happen. Ends up dropping, and now a bit of the pressure starts to fall into Priest's shoulders, and he is definitely able to handle it. Great work early as New York handle business. Only player past really that 50-yard line and really behind enemy lines is going to be player number 3 in Arcades. Hoping to have a few teammates join alongside of him shortly. And it feels like for the Guerrillas, the push is absolutely now going to be inside of B, but they continue to get wiped away.
Yeah, Subliners just scattered all around the map. They also find Arcades, the player who is playing in the back of their base. They also take down Exceed. So now you get that info. All of the Guerrilla players coming off spawn. We can be aggressive up towards top Globe. We just got to block the back left spawn. That's what Skies is now going to be able to cover. It's going to allow his SMGs to roam free and just completely slay out.
Oh, this is bad news right now. If you're Guerrillas, you got to find some kills, and you got to find them fast. NYSL have them in the worst of spawn traps, and they've got to do something quick. These kills are going to mean everything, or this could be LAG season done and dusted. Priesta, knife to the heart. No, not able to find another. Ends his life on a 5 spree. 15 seconds to go as LAG make the mad dash, but Kismet is there to drop up. 10 seconds left.
And that might be it. New York might have just called game. They're going to be able to send the Guerrillas home. Only 5 seconds left for the 3-0.
It looks like it will be lights out for the final time as New York hand the